Good evening, Chris McCoy. Del Rio, what's up, Chrissy? Yeah, cold front's coming, John. Weekend cold front. We're going to finally cool off. We're going to get a good chance of rain. Yeah, the music is... Oh, it's my walkout music. How you doing, Linda? Not so much tonight. Tomorrow night and then next week, it looks like. Hey, Anna, how are you? Relatively speaking, right, Michelle? Yeah. Hey, Payman, how are you? Good to see you again. Brenda, we've had a beautiful day here in Ironton, Missouri. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Dial up the rain for Darlene. 50s? No, not that cold, Charlie. I don't think so. Hey, Nancy. Raven, how are you? Maybe for some, good Friday evening. Bill Taylor here in the Ken's 5 Digital Center. Just went a little tropical today. You know, I saw this shirt. It was close to the end of the rack, you know, near the closet when I opened. I said, all right, you're coming with me today. I mean, why not, right? It is Friday. It wasn't as warm today. Take a look at the highs, 96 for us. But it was as hot as it has been this week in Pearsall and Cotulla, both hitting 105. Floresville, 101. Where's Pete? No baking cookies outside next week, right? Exactly. Inside cooking only. Hey, Scotty, thanks, man. I appreciate it. So a pair of 9s at George West in Beeville, 94 Seguin. Our 96 was still above average. The heat wave officially continued today because, look, we're almost 10 degrees above average and only 4 away from a 1996 record. Now, one more day of heat wave temps, and that's coming tomorrow. One more day. We did have some rain today. Now, I don't know how many of you got actual rain to hit the ground. Here's what was interesting about today's rainfall. Okay, I'm going to back this up so you can actually see it develop. That's maybe a bit too much. Yeah. Let's go back 6 hours. It's what we call elevated convection, okay? When it's elevated, that just means that it comes together and begins in a higher level of the atmosphere. Okay, above what we call the boundary layer, the planetary boundary layer, right? So you're going off the surface. I mean, obviously thunderstorms develop above the surface already. These are developing higher than that. So some of this is so elevated that some of this precipitation didn't reach the ground, okay? And you heard thunder, like there were some northwest San Antonio communities like Helotes that heard great deals of thunder, but didn't see a drop of rainfall. Here in northwest side near the medical center, we didn't get anything to hit the ground either. So who got measurable rain? I know that Canyon Lake did. The Dusty Fire Pit, I think you could. Yeah, Reggie, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, snow in Colorado, can you believe that? Incredible. Just want to know when the storm is and what the temperatures are going to be this coming week, please. Okay, it's on the way, Audrey. So yeah, what we've got, some pretty decent rain today, and now one rogue thunderstorm down I-35. Let's take a look at this guy. Holding together pretty good. So dew points are high enough, atmosphere ripe enough to keep this thing together as it crosses I-35. Not severe, but moving on top of Dilley. You can see right there. We'll just back this up now and just go about 1 hour. And you can see it's going to cross I-35. Most of these storms have been raining out as they move northeast, so good chance that this doesn't make it to San Antonio. Maybe not even Atascosa County, to be honest with you. You can already see part of it collapsing pretty fast. On the northern end of it, notice how it's losing a lot of that rain intensity, what we call decibels. That's the determination of the colors that you see. So once you're going from red and purples down to just yellow, that's obviously a decreasing amount of precipitation rate. Hola, Dan. Got a few sprinkles. See, New Braunfels got some rain. Shirts heard thunder but no rain, right, Terry? And that's what was interesting, again, with elevated convection, that can happen. So this is, again, the flow is that we did see this disturbance kick up a few good thunderstorms today. And this one is the one that's left for tonight. I don't expect any much more to develop. This was one upper level disturbance, and you can see it on water vapor where you see that white cloud top. I wish I could point to it. I guess I could here. Let me just show you right. Oh, I can't do that there. Anyway, if you look at San Antonio, you'll see that big flare up of moisture. Now, what you also see that bank of cloud cover coming in from North Texas, Panhandle, that's the cold front. So that's why the cold front's going to have more of an influence on Saturday night, and then it's expected to move through and probably go stationary to our south and maybe back up a little bit and be a surface component or focal point for more rains over a few days. So we're going to definitely see a good chance of continued rains for several days. And that's exactly what we need. Okay, so the rest of tonight, I want to show you that the Severe Prediction Center has taken us out of any risk area. We were in a 1 out of 5 risk area for severe weather. Tomorrow we're back in a 1 out of 5 for the city and metro, but a 2 out of 5 once you move a little farther north. Just a smidge of that Comal County is going to be close to Canyon Lake, as well as just a little piece of Kendall County, not including Comfort or Bernie, but the northeast section of Kendall County, all of Blanco County. So again, in Hayes County, San Marcos, going to be under a 2 out of 5 risk of seeing a severe storm tomorrow night. This is mainly tomorrow night. I'm going to show you the model in a moment. First show you the component of that severe weather. A lot of upper level wind shear right on top of us. And you can see it at the Rio Grande. You see where that blue, almost aqua colored, is moving from the Rio Grande up into San Antonio. So that's really high wind speeds aloft. And with that, definitely comes the added ingredient. That's one of the biggest ingredients for fueling severe thunderstorms. So that's why, again, as this front drops south, we're expecting with the dew points, they were in the lower 70s today. We're going to be ripe. We're very moist. And then you have, of course, the upper level winds. We should be able to generate some pretty good thunderstorms. So the farther north you go, the higher risk area of getting those severe storms. Remember that number 2 out of 5 risk, the southernmost portion was reaching Canyon Lake and Kendall County. So it really it's higher as you go farther north into North Texas. With all that said, let's take a look at what we expect Saturday, okay? Future radar. Pick out your location. Let's watch what we get. So Saturday morning, still the mid-70s. By midday, look at that. 1 o'clock temp is 97. This is a little on the high side. We're not going to get this hot tomorrow. But it will be feeling that hot, okay? Let's look at this as it feels like. I will say that because the dew point in the 70s, temperature in the 90s, and that's going to be mid to upper 90s. Yeah, you're definitely going to feel a lot of heat. All right, look at these storms blowing up. By 8 o'clock, we've got one near Bernie, Canyon Lake, San Marcos, and Austin. Then it starts back building by 9:30, Bernie, west to Kerrville. Now some more back building, put some storms north of Uvalde up towards Camp Wood, near Bandera, over Medina Lake. This would be nice by 10 o'clock. And now we start dropping into the city. And then look at that. By 11 o'clock, we've got a pretty good line moving through the city. Oh, wow, look at that. Very impressive. This is the IBM, I believe. Nope, that's the HRRR. So the HRRR model showing us some pretty good thunderstorms coming together. This is where we could see some of these go severe. Even as far west as Del Rio and Eagle Pass. That would be nice. They need this rain too. And I was thinking this wouldn't really extend that far west, but it really, this model's showing it could on this latest run. So this is the midnight radar. Saturday night into Sunday morning midnight. Oh, almost, Terry. We're getting there. That sounds good. We're making progress, right? We're getting closer to getting that voice back. Marion, yes, there's a chance, Diane. There's a chance tomorrow night of an isolated severe storm. No, not that cold, Sarah. Yeah, no bringing the plants. Leave them out for the watering. Chance of any of these storms going to severe Monday through Tuesday and next Thursday. Oh, next Thursday's your birthday, Eric. We're singing. We're singing Thursday night. I will be here. Cold front, so 2 degrees lower. Exactly. The not as hot front, Kay. Yes, Dana, always. Thank you, Jesus. Cold front, so you are saying to bring, right, oh, okay, that's the one. What's up, Mimi? How are you? Will those rains be enough to not? You know, it's always a possibility because it'll be a highly electrical storm. There'll be a lot of lightning. And sometimes when there's not a lot of rain over a course of time and we get some in the first time for a while, you know, or for the first time in a while, it also causes power outages. So be on the lookout for that. Have the phone definitely charged, have the flashlights ready to go. Late Saturday night into, again, this is midnight. Let's march it forward, and then we're going to take a look at another model, just to get a second opinion. You can see, look at this. This radar stays really strong, active all the way through the 4 or 5 a.m. hour, and we clear out and start moving things slowly east. Let's see what, okay. And then some residual showers out west through the evening. How about Atkins tomorrow night? Late, yeah, Linda, definitely. Late tomorrow night. Corpus Christi, Daniel, good for you. Hope it's a nice night on the coast. Victoria, doing great, John Olson. Great to see you. All right, so let's go to the IBM model, and let's see if it lines up and there's a consensus between IBM and HRRR. We want to go 4. Yeah, okay. Umberto, sometimes, because when you get that, remember that we're always raining on a downhill slope. That's San Antonio, the city on the hill. And so what we can sometimes see is runoff immediately just because of that sloping. But then, yes, dry ground has a lower absorption rate. So, and that's also, that's one of the reasons why we were so hot this week and had the heat wave for a couple of weeks, is because of how dry everything is. That helps heat your afternoon temperatures. You're welcome, Linda. Okay, here we go. This is the IBM, and it brings in the heavy rain. Not as widespread, not that big line. See, this is why I was thinking that Del Rio would miss out on most of this rain, but you just saw the HRRR, good high-resolution model. And I trust it more than I trust the IBM. The IBM just has this heavy rain starting over the hill country by 10, so a little bit of a later start, and then dropping into the city by midnight, similar to the, so they match there, similar to the HRRR, and moving everything out with some residual showers, but not as many, west. Okay. And now let's check the NAM. One more model, North American, and we're going to go with a 3 kilometer, and oh my gosh. We're definitely not seeing this kind of rain right now. There's nothing on radar, and this NAM is out to lunch, thinking that there's heavy rain down 281 south. Not the case. Real messy early. Then tomorrow night, a line develops, but certainly not as intense, pushing through at about the same, well, a little later, 2 in the morning, 1 to 2 in the morning through San Antonio. So a little bit later, but obviously less intense on the NAM. So we're going to definitely go with the HRRR, a very trustworthy model. And I always kind of like to show worst case scenario. Like, let's look at what the worst case could be, right? And prepare for that. Eddie, when will we experience low humidity so I can get some outside work done? Go O'Connor. Yes, OC, you know. OC, you know. Yes, you know what? I think the boys lost game 1 by a run last night. It was 5-4. And the girls are playing softball tonight, in Dripping Springs. So Casey Vieira is on sports tonight. Going to have the O'Connor scores. Casey, we got to, oh, what? Yeah, I think I woke him up. We got a score from Dripping Springs, O'Connor softball by any chance? Any chance of a Dripping Springs score for the O'Connor Lady Panthers on that softball? Thank you, my friend. All right, there's Casey Vieira checking in for us. So we'll find out just momentarily there, Eddie. Reggie Ray. Love you too, Waylon. Thanks, brother. Debbie, what is the long-term forecast for the summer? So La Nina is going to mean a drier, and usually it can be a little bit warmer. But boy, getting this kind of heat this early has been exceptional, right? But typically drier than average on La Nina for sure. Temperatures are such a harder forecast, and the dryness is too. I mean, even the precipitation forecast of a La Nina can go back and forth. But one thing's for sure, tropics add up. So we should be seeing more activity in the tropics, which could, of course, lead to more rain for us. But, you know, that remains to be seen. We were in a what's called neutrality in between El Nino and La Nina in 2020 when we had the record storm count. Please need that rain, Bill. Let's go do what you do. Bring the rain. Go Huskies. Michael, man, I had plans this weekend to hit the river. I would do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be fine. I even think Sunday is fine. For the most part, you should be dry. In where? Castroville. Yeah, I think you're fine. Here in the city, in this area. Thanks, Dave. Kind of sporting. Oh, I got my Morgan's Wonderland pin on there. The Oasis of Inclusion, their beautiful butterfly. Have you been to Morgan's Wonderland? There is no amusement park and fun adventure park like it on the planet Earth. The entire facility is built for those with special needs. They get the front of the line. There's no special line that they have to get on like other amusement parks, or they don't go online at all to get on any rides, right? These rides are all designed for all abilities, okay? And that means that, you know, even without any special needs, you'll have just as much fun. I mean, it is a blast. And then they've got the water park out there as well. So I always love wearing this.
Scoreless, but that was about a half hour ago.
Thank you, my friend.
Second inning, scoreless.
Second inning, scoreless.
That was about a half hour ago.
O'Connor, softball. And the boys' baseball, I know they're down 0-1. They play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Casey. Casey Vieira on tonight at 10. You're welcome, Michael, anytime. Hey, Shell. I got to have something. I need a birthday or, you know, what's the main threat with these storms? It's going to be hail, Barbara. Hail's going to be the main threat. Again, 1 out of 5 on those storms. And let's, again, if you're just joining us, let me show you the timing. By 9 o'clock, we should start seeing that radar light up along I-10 north. Meteorologist Ryan Shoptaw will be on the radars tomorrow night, keeping you ahead of these storms that develop. So make sure you download the KENS 5 app now. Okay? Interactive radar in the palm of your hand, so important. And make sure you've got your phone charged. Because again, if it gets really bad, I'll be here with Ryan. But I will say this, that if you have the interactive radar and your phone is charged, you will be in good shape. You'll always know what's going on. I can't promise you that power's not going to be knocked out. These will be highly electrical storms. And watch, once we get into the 10 o'clock hour, this is when San Antonio really goes under the gun. We're at 11 o'clock here, and you see that line dropping right on top of us. And then look at that, blowing up at midnight. Blowing up right across San Antonio, all the way west to near Eagle Pass. That's fantastic. I just don't want it to be severe, obviously, but it is going to be a possibility. So please, be weather aware for late tomorrow night, okay? And you know, sometimes when it gets real late like that, that's extra worry, if you will, in the sense that people are asleep and unaware of what's going on. So please make sure you've got your phone charged. It's Jelly's friend. It's Jelly's birthday. Your friend Jelly. Are you jelly of Jelly's birthday? I've been there. It's amazing. Took a senior citizens group there. Where are we talking about? Oh, are you talking about Morgan's Wonderland? What makes lightning? Well, Dan, I mean, we've got positive and negative charges inside of a cloud. What we found out is that there's electrical charges even without a thunderstorm, just even in a cloud, there's some electricity occurring. And then once, what makes lightning is going to be that positive negative charge coming together and forming what we call a strike channel all the way down to the surface, okay? And then lightning forms. What about Victoria? So John, let's see, carry this forward. Where are we? Okay. Boom. So it's looking like early Saturday, pre-sunrise, or Sunday, pre-dawn. Looks like 3 to 4 a.m. all the way through about 8 a.m. So that'll be good, some good rain. And then again, residual showers back to the west, okay? So let me just show you what this does. Number one, the temperatures, but then also how we unfold these rain chances over the course of about 3 to 4 days, which, by the way, the models were backing off the rainfall amounts. God bless you. And you can see that it's going to be higher around Houston. But we were a little higher yesterday in these rain amounts. Now we're down to 1 3/4. Yesterday we were at about 3. My dogs will be going crazy. Better than calming meds, ready prior. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Will this rain help with the Sahara dust? So glad you said that, Emily. Before we go to the 7-day forecast, an old nemesis, an old foe returns this weekend. Look at the dust coming in Saturday, Sunday, and then by Monday and Tuesday. That's when it really invades our sky condition and our air, okay? So it'll still be Gulf bound. It'll come into the Gulf this weekend, but it'll be in our air by Monday, Tuesday, affecting our air quality, but giving us some vibrant sunsets and vibrant sunrises. Again, when these dust particles are in the air, you get spectacular color on both sunrise and sunset. Have your cameras ready for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly Thursday. But yeah, thank you, Emily. That was a great reminder because I had that and I wanted to remember. I even said, here's what's funny. I even said to myself, you know you're going to forget to go to that because you're starting with temperatures, going to go to future radar before I even logged on. And I said, somebody's going to ask about Sahara dust and it will remind me. Thank you, Lord, and thank you, Emily. See? Let's go Mavs. Yes, awesome. Great game tonight against Warriors. Did they win?
I believe they're up.
Okay, it's not over yet. Yeah, let's go Mavs. Absolutely. As Ray Silva says, the Spurs' little brother. I love that. I love that. Because don't forget, before there were the Mavs, there were the Dallas. Anybody? We're going to do a little trivia. Don't say, well, not too loud. They can't hear you. But I want to get a little trivia going on the Facebook Live. Who can tell me without Googling? I see you. Don't do it. Do not Google. Before they were the Mavs, they were the Spurs in Dallas. What was their name? It wasn't the Spurs. And then they moved here. Okay, they were ABA in Dallas, right?
Yes.
And then they were ABA when they got here at first. And then they switched to NBA.
Yes.
Okay.
They were incorporated into the.
But they and when in San Antonio, even as ABA, they were still Spurs.
They've always been the Spurs, but when they came over to San Antonio, they were a different name.
They were that name I'm looking for right now.
Them, yeah.
There goes Hermes, Adames. Sorry for being late. Oh, no worries. You got it. The Chaps, the Chaparrals. Well done.
Bonus points. What were their original colors?
Ooh, bonus points. Ray Silva, what were their original colors? Don't go far because I don't know. You're going to have to answer that before me. The Dallas Chaparrals, Mr. Guajardo, very good. Do I pronounce that Hermes? How do I pronounce that? Or I know it's not Hermes. The Dallas Rockets. No. The Gunslingers. There you go, Waylon. That was the football team. Jacob, the Madvers. Hey, Shannon, how are you? Good to see you. All right, what were the original colors? Blue and red? No, not blue and red. Not blue, white?
Red and white.
Red and white. Well done. Well done. Chaparrals, Colleen, you got it. So you can see rain chances are good for several days, guys. This is why, again, stay weather aware for tomorrow night especially, but then we're going to see as we get closer into tomorrow, and we'll see what the SPC is saying about the ingredients in place for next week. Good news is, once we get these rain-cooled temperatures, once we get less sunshine, and hopefully we don't continue to see that upper-level wind shear stick around, these shouldn't be severe. But we'll see. I mean, again, we're just a little far out on a Friday night to make a direct, definite on Monday and Tuesday severe chance. Could Divine lose power? Absolutely, Alan. I mean, Divine, San Antonio, the whole area, Divine's close enough to the city. I mean, we could definitely see, and Marion was asking earlier, we could all see it, because if that line comes together like it is late tomorrow night, we could definitely lose power for a little bit. Storms on Tuesday. Morning, because it looks like it's going to be late Monday night that the best chance is in for that 60%. Might go to 70 or 80% on Monday night. Again, that's timing that can really adjust quickly over the weekend. So that's all with a grain of salt at this point for Friday night. Just not for my New Kids on the Block concert. Oh, wow, Shannon, it's the New Kids tomorrow night? NKOTB tomorrow night, San Antonio? Is it the mixtape tour? Is that tomorrow night? I know that's coming, or at least this summer. I heard a buddy of mine went and saw the Eagles last night in Austin. Vince Gill's playing with the Eagles now. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, Vince Gill's an Eagle. I said, that's incredible. Joe Walsh, 74, crushing it. He said it was a great show. They were awesome. Divine's Power is in Hondo. Oh, okay. I still think, Alan, it looks like the Highway 90 corridor gets a good line of rain. Salt and Pepper in vogue. Oh, Shannon, you're going to have a blast. That is the mixtape tour. That's tomorrow night? Thank you, John. Blessings to you and yours, my brother. Waylon, wow, that's awesome. Guys, y'all rock. Bring on that rain. Yeah, you got it. Go Mavs, go. I'm with you, Colleen. Let's do this. I'm going to go check out some of the game before the 10, and I will leave you with that 7-day forecast, guys. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Again, stay weather aware for late tomorrow night. I love you. God bless you. We will keep you ahead of the storm here on Ken's 5. Have an awesome weekend.